Happening now, a member of the Jamestown Fire Department was arrested in connection with a domestic dispute Saturday. And it might be your last day to see the Ice Castle. We recap the weekend's festivities coming up.
And I'm Dakota Hunter in the First Defense Weather Center. Very mild today, but we've got some rain around. That looks like it will continue, but skyrocketing temperatures through the week. How warm? I'll tell you, coming up.
I'm Matt Hummel from your Phone Zone Sports Desk. Stephen Curry and LeBron James square off in the All-Star game, and the Penguins and Blue Jackets face off. That's all next.
That's news now for Monday, February 19th, 2018.
Live and on demand from the Chautauqua Audio Works Studios in downtown Jamestown. This is your source for breaking news. WNY News Now.
And thanks for joining us. Happy Monday to you. I'm Justin Gould. Our top story, a member of the Jamestown Fire Department was arrested in connection with a domestic dispute Saturday night at 23 Alfred Street here in the city of Jamestown. Police Chief Harry Snelling's confirming to WNY News Now that 35-year-old Ryan DiDomenico, who was arrested, is a member of Jamestown Fire Department. Investigators say DiDomenico allegedly held his girlfriend to the ground against her will. He also allegedly fired a round from a handgun into a wall of the residence there. Police report that he also took her cell phone away from her as she tried to call for help, forcing her to run out of the house and to a neighbor's home. Officers reportedly spoke to the victim there. DiDomenico was charged with a number of charges, including second-degree menacing, first-degree unlawful imprisonment, first-degree reckless endangerment, fourth-degree criminal mischief, and criminal obstruction of breathing or circulation. According to the county sheriff's office, DiDomenico was remanded to county jail without a listed bail. And in other news, a Fredonia woman is facing drug charges after police say she sold crack cocaine to undercover cops. The Southern Tier Regional Drug Task Force reports that 29-year-old Charlotte Thomas of Dunkirk was arrested after a month-long investigation. Thomas was remanded to county jail on $40,000 bail. And a Bloomberg report says Topps could file for bankruptcy as early as this week. The company's union, UFCW Local 1, released a statement saying all 12,000 of their employees that work for them have been receiving benefits, including health, pension, and 401k contributions. They went on to say that they'll be monitoring for any changes going forward. Topps has 170 stores in New York, Pennsylvania, and Vermont, and they employ around 17,000 people. And now we check in with Chief Forecaster Dakota Hunter, who's standing by with a first look at our weather. Things are warming up.
Yes, it is. Good morning, Justin, and good morning, everybody. Well, it's actually afternoon now since it's noon, but still feels like a morning to, I think, all of us. But yeah, the temperatures really are soaring today, but it's a little bit rainy out there. Let's route Lynx 1, and we'll take a look, first of all, at the high-res Viper radar. And you can see I've got the lower end of the reflectivity scale enabled once again so that you can see some of the lighter rain that's falling. But yeah, we do have some rain showers around now. Nothing really falling in Jamestown's direction at the moment, but a lot of the heavier rain looks like it's off to our east, but we do expect the rain to advance in coverage throughout the day and especially throughout the week. It's just going to be a soggy week, so yeah, you got to get used to the rain, but at least it's better than snow, I think. Here's your First Defense forecast for this Monday. Happy Monday, by the way, if a happy Monday even exists, which I don't think it does. Scattered to widespread rain showers throughout the day today. Otherwise, a mild day throughout the day today. Take a look at the temperatures, going to 50 in the valleys to 56 at the Lake Erie shoreline. Very mild. The average high temperature for this time of the year, by the way, is 34. So this is going to be way above average. And we have a pretty healthy south breeze of 13 to 24 miles an hour. As I often tell you, a southerly wind takes our temperatures and boosts them up. So that's going to be the story. But this doesn't even begin to tell the story for what's coming tomorrow and for the middle of the week. Think of a number over this, and I'll tell you what those numbers are in just a couple of minutes.
Alrighty, Dakota, looking forward to the warmth, my friend. Thank you.
You're welcome.
A groundbreaking test may one day help researchers detect autism. This is all from a team of British scientists that found that children with autism have higher levels of damage to proteins in their blood plasma. They've created a new blood and urine test that could soon be used to diagnose it. Experts remain cautious, though, saying that it will be several years until the test is available for doctors. They need to repeat the study's findings in other groups. Next, the flu has become more deadly among children this year, and the outbreak may be finally getting close to its peak. We speak with officials coming up. And later, your final chance to see the ice castle before the warming this week. We'll take you to it and tell you more coming up.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news.
It's tax time, so get to Express Bike and Auto in Jamestown for all of your vehicle needs. Service, inspection, vehicle sales, they do it all. For all of your automotive, motorcycle, and ATV service needs, Express Bike and Auto even offers financing. Your true one-stop vehicle shop is Express Bike and Auto in Jamestown. They're located at 1761 Foot Avenue Extension next to Quick Fill. Express Bike and Auto in Jamestown. Stop looking, start saving today.
WNY News Now is sponsored by Chautauqua Audio Works, 3335 South Roberts Road in Fredonia. More than a music store. Call 679-4333. Call now, 679-4333.
I just love to be with the dogs, and I like to do them one at a time. They don't wait for 5 hours in my shop. We have full groom, which includes everything from A to Z, nails, of course brushing, any trimming that needs to be done. I do offer teeth brushing, which is a little extra. So if he takes me 2 hours, it's $40. If he takes me 3 hours, I still keep it down. As long as the dog comes back happy and not at the door, I'm happy.
You're watching WNY News Now, where coverage comes first.
A Jamestown man is facing charges after fighting with officers during a traffic stop. City police say it all happened early this morning when they stopped a vehicle on Lakeview Avenue and Bassett Street. One of the passengers, 31-year-old Jermaine Gordon, had an outstanding warrant, and when police tried to arrest him, he attempted to run away. After fighting with officers, he was placed into custody and now faces a number of related charges. And Jamestown police also responded to a report of a man with a weapon on Sunday afternoon in the area of West 8th Street. After an investigation, officers determined the man to be Tavon Turner. They located him near the corner of Cherry and West 7th Streets. Officers told Turner to stop, and that's when he ran from them. After a short foot chase, he was arrested. Flu season has become more deadly among children, but the outbreak may be getting closer to a peak. The CDC says flu activity remains high, but it did not increase significantly during the past week. Karen Kafa has the details on what officials recommend to weather the remainder of the season.
22 more children have died from flu-related causes, bringing the total to 84 since October. The latest numbers from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention show elevated flu activity across the country, with the virus widespread in all states except Oregon and Hawaii. The CDC notes that flu activity didn't increase that much over the previous week and may even be closer to a peak. But there's still a while to go, and the flu is landing more Americans in the hospital.
Hospitalization rates are significantly higher than what we've seen for this time of year since our current tracking system began almost a decade ago.
This year's flu season has been particularly challenging because this year's vaccine has only been 36% effective. On Thursday, Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar noted that still makes a vaccinated individual 36% less likely to get the flu.
There's still time for each of us to contribute to fighting the flu this year. Getting a flu shot, as recommended for every American over 6 months of age, makes you less likely to get the flu and less likely to spread it to those who are most vulnerable, our children and senior citizens.
The vaccine has also shown more effectiveness in children than the CDC expected. 3/4 of the children who've died of flu complications this year did not receive a vaccination. In Washington, I'm Karen Kafa.
Now, your First Defense Forecast with Dakota Hunter.
Yeah, flu season's definitely here, ladies and gentlemen, but you see, the thing with me is I can never tell if I'm generally sick with the flu or if it's allergies, because I have very terrible allergies.
Yeah.
So it's just sort of like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm just a hypochondriac. Let's go into weather. And as we've been talking about throughout the day today, and especially last week, record warmth is on the way. Now, I wanted to throw some records in here just to give you guys sort of like a perspective as into how warm we're talking about here. So the record temperature, the record high temperature for this date, which is the 19th of February, is actually 54 degrees. That was set back in 1997. I think that record will be okay for another year. We might come close to it, but I think we'll be shy by about a degree or two. We might tie it, but I think it's safe for another year. Now, the record for tomorrow is 58, and also for Wednesday, it's 58 tied, and that was both set in the year 1994, my birth year, by the way. And so, again, we have a very good shot. In fact, I'm almost guaranteeing you these two records are going to be completely obliterated Tuesday and Wednesday. So if you already know that these are the record temperatures, think about how warm it's going to be over the next couple days. Think about that for a minute. Here we go with the weather headlines. This is what we're watching for the week. La Nina is here. As I've been telling you, the La Nina pattern is going to develop, and here she is. And this is going to usher in much milder temperatures over the next 7 days. And so it's going to be very nice and warm. Now, it's going to be a little bit breezy today, so we'll have a refreshing breeze. It's not going to be especially like a brisk breeze, but it will be refreshing given the fact that temperatures are going to be up in the 50s today. And but we've got soggy days ahead, more rain than sun. It's going to feel like spring. You know, spring is often rainy, wet, and mild. So it's going to be a nice preview of spring. And looking ahead for the weekend, yeah, it's pretty much going to be the same thing, wet and mild. So milder temperatures, but along with that comes the rain. Here we go with Metrocast. About 1 o'clock today, 44 degrees, rain and mild. Pretty much going to be the story throughout the day. Not much change there. As we go to 5 o'clock, 51 degrees, wet. I really didn't know what else to write on the graphic other than wet. I mean, that's all I could think of for that. And then at 9 o'clock, we'll dip down to about 50 degrees, but the rain actually does lighten. It'll taper to just some few showers compared to the heavier rain that we have going on right now. Doppler vision out there. Here comes the live sweep that's actually going to update all this for you. Here's that rain that I showed you on Viper earlier. It's actually off to our east. There is going to be some more rain pushing in off of our west, and there's going to be some more rain pushing in. In fact, as we zoom the radar out, you can see here's the rain that's actually coming our way. It's way out to the west. You can see it kind of approaching here to the east and northeast. But take a look at this. We got snow up here toward Minneapolis. Good news is that's staying away. So we don't have any of that blue stuff coming our way over the next week or so. And again, here's Viper one more time, a fresh scan on Viper. And again, this is just a higher resolution radar, so you can see some of the kind of the lighter rain that's falling. Again, a lot of the heavier rain is off to our east, but the next batch of rain is knocking on our back door, so expect it here probably in another hour or two. Temperatures around the region right now, the observation station at Jamestown is down again. As I've been telling you last week, it's been temperamental for the past several days, and hopefully it's down for a repair to fix whatever in the world is wrong with it. It's 47 degrees in Dunkirk right now, 47 also in Erie, 48 in Buffalo, 43 in Springville, and 34 in Olean down in the Allegheny River Valley. Now let's take you through Future Scan. This is our in-house Vipercast model picking up on that rain. Here comes that next batch of rain, and I don't know if you notice, but on this particular model, these little arrows is the wind direction. Notice how they move when I advance the model forward? It's really nice. These little arrows actually correspond with the turning of wind. It's really nice. Now, again, pretty much for tonight, the rain looks like it starts to taper off, going to a few lighter rain showers. And again, tomorrow, rain will be prevalent throughout the day tomorrow. But again, I don't think it's going to be steady state. There's going to be some breaks in it, so it's not going to be a total washout by any means. Zone by zone for tomorrow, and you're going to love this. Take a look at this as it comes up. Upper 60s as high temperatures. Oh boy, that's going to feel nice, but it's going to be a hot day, absolutely, by our standards when it comes to winter. And we have a pretty healthy southwest breeze still. The breeze still stays up out of the southwest, 11 to 16, and then going eastward into Cattaraugus County, the same story will be prevalent here, mid to upper 60s. The lakeshore areas will actually be cooler, as typical is the case in spring and summer. The lake shoreline stays cooler because the lake acts like a big air conditioner. So the lake stays a little bit cooler, but once you go away from the lake, mid to upper 60s. I think 70 is going to be a bit of a stretch, but don't count on it. If we actually do see a 70, it's going to be way inland, away from the lake. Muddy, warm, and soggy. So again, if you got kids, make sure you have those boots on. Here come the next 7 days of your life, brought to you by Quick Solutions. And there you see it right there, 64 for Wednesday. And again, we go back into the 60s. That's going to feel nice, way above average. And as we expand out the rest of that forecast, boom. Now, we drop a little bit into the 40s for Thursday and Friday. We're bringing a few rain and snow showers, but we go back into the 50s for Saturday and Sunday as well. So, man, this warmer temperatures are here to stay, but March is coming, guys. And I told you on Friday that March can often hit us like a ton of bricks. So do not get used to this. So enjoy it while it lasts.
First Defense Weather is sponsored by Quick Solutions of Jamestown. Count on Quick Solutions for printing, copying, mass mailings, and so much more. Part of your team. Learn more at QuickSolutionsUSA.com. That's QuickSolutionsUSA.com.
EagleZip.com is your local one-stop shop for all of your home and business computer needs. Located on Fluvanna Avenue Extension, just outside of Jamestown, EagleZip.com sells and services all brands of desktops and laptops, as well as servers and network equipment for your business. All new computer sales include transferring your data from your old computer plus a 2-year warranty. Call EagleZip.com today.
Stop by EagleZip.com today and let us make computers easy for you.
You're watching WNY News Now, your source for breaking news. WNY Sports Now is powered by Phone Zone of Jamestown. With the largest inventory around, we buy and sell our own merchandise at a price that can't be beat. Have a broken screen? We'll fix it. Learn more at PhoneZoneShop.com.
LeBron James, Steph Curry battle it out for the All-Star game? That's right, yes they did. Sunday evening they met at center court, shook some hands, but you know how it goes after that. A game full of defense, a game full of skill, and towards the end of the fourth quarter, oh my goodness, was it competitive. Team LeBron managed to get a 3-point lead, and here we go, 5 seconds left to go. Look at this defense. They're trapping Curry in the corner. He can't get anywhere. They trapped everybody, and no, it's over. It is over, and Team LeBron pulls out the 148-145 victory. LeBron James won his third All-Star MVP of his career. And how many All-Star games has he been to? 14. LeBron James spoke post-game about his pleasure for the new All-Star format.
The format was great. I think the fans did a great job of reacting to it in a very positive way. And, you know, for me to be the captain of the team, Steph being the captain of his team, and us doing that, you know, that draft, it was something that hadn't been done before. And the great thing about our commissioner, he's absolutely okay with trying something new, you know, to change the format, and it definitely worked out for everybody. It worked out not only for the players, not only for the league, but for our fans, for everybody. It was a great weekend, and we capped it off the right way.
The Red Hot Pens made the trek up the interstate to visit the Columbus Blue Jackets. First period, Penn center Riley Sheehan deflects at home for a 1-0 lead early. Moments later, Penn's winger Evgeny Malkin, nice behind the back to teammate Brian Dumoulin, and he slaps home the one-timer to make it 2-0. Columbus, though, wouldn't die early. They cut the lead in half, halfway through the first. Nice goal there by Cam Atkinson. It's 2-1. Sheehan scored his second goal of the game, though, moments later. That gave his team a 3-1 lead, and I thought it was over there, folks. And I really thought it was over in the second when rookie Zach Aston Reese hammers home the chip shot to make it 4-1. Is it time to pack the bags yet? No, it's not. In the third, Columbus, they added another goal. Alexander Wenberg slammed the one-timer, and Matt Murray could not get his glove up there in time. That's okay, though, because Penguins left winger Jake Gensel delivered the game sealer later in the third, and the Pens go on to win 5-2. From the Phone Zone Sports Desk, I'm Matt Hummel. It all unfolds.
Do news like no one else. Investigations that get results.
The Jamestown Police Department recently arrested her grandson Julio after he was involved in a hugging incident.
Why was she that close? What was going on?
WNY News Now investigates, standing up for you while holding the powerful accountable. If you have a problem, we're here to help. WNY News Now.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
Everything's made fresh here. We love to be outside, and it's nice inside if it's raining, so we have a choice.
Locals and non-locals agree that the Main Landing is quickly becoming a destination.
It's just so casual, and just the food is amazing.
I love the hamburgers.
But I really like the tuna I had.
The Main Landing Restaurant. Excellent service, awesome food, and a beautiful view.
With coverage that matters, this is WNY News Now.
And welcome back to News Now. We update the Olympic medal standings once again. Action over the weekend has dropped the United States from the top 5. Norway remains on top with a total of 28 medals, 11 of them gold. Our neighbor to the north, Canada, is now in 3rd overall with 17 medals, 6 of them gold. The Olympic athletes from Russia now making the top 5 board with 11 medals, no gold yet for them. You see there, though, the United States fell to 6th over the weekend, totaling 10 medals, 10 gold medals, 10 total medals, 5 of them gold, 3 silver, and 2 bronze, and it's actually quite a pretty tight race. You see there, Australia, France, and Japan all have 10 medals. Tonight, though, we do have a chance to win big once again with gold medal competitions in figure skating and women's freestyle skiing in the half pipe, another gold medal final. You can see all of it unfold on NBC. And a former Purcell Middle School student who's awaiting a heart transplant is making it his mission to raise awareness to the need of organ donors. The middle school recently joined the Stand Tall with Cody movement by wearing red to school. Students not only wore red to show their support for Cody, but also raised $250 and created cards wishing him well and a quick recovery. The New York State DMV reports that only 28% of New Yorkers are registered to donate organs. Those interested in joining the organ donation program can learn more at the state's organ donor webpage, and you can register online at passlifeon.org or donatelife.newyork.gov. And for the first time in 3 years, the Mayville Ice Castle lit the night Friday during the first official evening of the annual Winter Festival. Ice Castle spokesman Burl Swanson, who helped piece the structure together, said that the warm temperatures last week was not easy for putting together these blocks of ice.
One morning it was like 8 below zero, and we're working along and the castle's coming together really great. We got good ice, 12, 14-inch ice. And Mother Nature, who is the queen, not the king of the castle, she brought her stuff to bear. So we covered it as best we could. We blowed snow against it. The guys today worked hard to fill in all the gaps from the warm weather with ice chunks, packing snow.
Now, folks from all across the region have come tonight to see the ceremonial lighting of the castle. This group was from Erie, Pennsylvania. They said they've seen nothing like this.
I wish Erie would do something like this. It would be kind of exciting, you know, because it's, for being a small community like this, it amazes me that they would do something like that here.
I like how the lights just glow through the ice. It's very pretty.
And we spoke to a duo from near Buffalo. They were amazed when the switch was finally flipped.
It's really cool lit up. It's different from being lit up and to non-lit up.
Just enjoy seeing all this and everything that goes on tomorrow. And
I guess, why come down here in the frigid cold?
because we don't have anything like this in Hamburg. So, and he's 11 and likes cold.
Right. You do?
Yeah.
I guess you're a true Western New Yorker then.
Yeah.
Well, the festival also included a polar plunge, and it ran through Saturday through Sunday at Lakeside Park. Pretty fun there. He certainly was a true Western New Yorker. It was so cold on Friday.
Yes. Well, it actually wasn't as cold as it has been, especially this winter.
I don't know. It felt cold to me, who was standing out there for 45 minutes waiting for this ice castle to light up.
And hey, the temperatures was in the 40s, so there's a good segue there.
Yeah, there we go.
But the problem is the observation station at Jamestown, again, as I mentioned during the weather segment, it's been temperamental. It went offline again yesterday, and it hasn't been online since.
So I don't think the ice castle is going to survive, though.
No,
this
it
week.
won't.
I think it's going to melt away.
Yeah, it's going to melt. But you know
what are we going to do?
Yeah, but you know, I'm actually surprised about actually kind of shifting gears and talking about sports for a minute. I'm actually surprised Matt didn't put in the race yesterday.
I know, the Daytona 500, we had a big win.
Yeah, that was a very good race.
It was.
And actually, you know what?
Ceremony.
Say it as you will, Austin Dillon didn't get into the back of the 10-car.
I know, he did kind of
he did get
it was
into
kind
him.
of almost like a cocky move, you know, he like,
but the thing is,
go ahead.
But the thing is, it doesn't matter whatever the case is, he got into the back of him, turned him around, coming out of turn 4 for the win.
And that's legal, that's all legal.
And, you know, we've seen it before. I mean, you know, we've seen it before. It's not anything new. And I mean, you know, back in the old days, people used to wreck each other coming to the wins. So
if you didn't like somebody, you would wreck them out.
I mean, you know,
all's fair in love and war.
You could, I mean, you know, you can pretty much take it whatever way you want. But you can take it whatever way you want. But Austin Dillon is the winner. He's a Daytona 500 champion. So congrats to him. I mean, you know, it does suck for Eric Almirola because, you know, he was leading right there. But you know what? As they often say, the leader is a sitting duck on the last lap out of
Anything's fair.
So, you know what? Anything can happen. Last lap passes. We've seen it numerous times before in NASCAR, and that won't be the last time we see that, I can guarantee you.
It was Danica's last race last night, too, until Indy. I believe she's coming back for that race.
Yeah, she's going to do the 500 for Indy coming up in a few months.
But, so... She's got enough moolah. She doesn't need it anymore, right?
I have a lot to say about Danica Patrick, but I won't because it'll get me into trouble, and I got myself in enough trouble last week. So with that, let's go to weather. Let's take a look at that quick solution 7-day forecast one final time. So again, 53 degrees for today. That will be about 1 degree shy from the record. We may actually hit 54, but again, the Jamestown Observation Station is down, so we have no idea what the actual official air temperature is. Hopefully it'll come back for tomorrow, because take a look at that. 68 and 64 for Tuesday and Wednesday. Record breakers, definitely, if we get the observation station back. And rain and snow showers Thursday and Friday. Temperatures cool off again before we go back into the 50s for the weekend. And rain is the story throughout the next 7. So it's going to be a springtime pattern. And as I told you earlier, enjoy this while it lasts, because March is coming, and March can often hit us like a ton of bricks. And so winter, I don't think, is over yet. We'll see.
Do you think therell be some flooding concern then come this week a little bit with all this rain? Or?
A lot of, well, I think in terms of like localized flooding, a lot of the ice and the snow is already pretty much melted away. So I don't think we'll have an issue with that.
Right. Like maybe no ice jams per se, but definitely water
I think maybe
everywhere.
in terms of the water, you know, I don't think we'll see enough heavy rainfall to where that will be an issue. But of course, when you have 7 days of constant rain, there's definitely going to be a risk involved of possible minor flooding, or, you know, because the soil, I mean, the soil is still hard.
It can only take so much.
Yeah,
right.
And you know, the soil in the ground is still hard. It hasn't unthawed yet. So all that rain will have really nowhere to go. So we will have to keep an eye on that, but I don't expect it to be a big deal. But there's always that possibility.
All right, Dakota, thank you.
You're welcome.
On Friday, I wanted to talk real quick because I know we have a minute here. On Friday, we made the switch to this new set, which looks kind of nice. Same set pieces, but just a different layout.
We had our set builders come in here and change things.
Yeah, it's kind of overnight, little more comfortable, I think, we're especially when you're doing the news side of things. But you weren't a big fan of it. Have you changed your mind?
I mean, you know, I think looking at it now after we adjusted a couple things, you know, I'm actually liking this new set. Do you guys like it? Let us know.
Yeah, please let us know if you like the new look. Maybe we could get a bigger monitor or something.
Yeah.
All right.
Cover this whole wall.
Right. Exactly. Just just get a big plasma up there. We can watch March Madness on there.
Oh, boy.
Dakota, thank you. That's going to do it for us today. Be sure to join us right back here tomorrow. In the meantime, WNYNewsNow.com is the place to be. All of the stories that we just went through are on there. Have a great day.
See you tomorrow.